The key characteristics of blockchain are decentralization, persistency, anonymity, auditability, digital, distributed, immutability, consensus, traceable, cryptography, provenance, and transparency. These are very important features of a blockchain architecture. Blockchains are the future generation information technology. They provide large number of advantages beyond the digital currencies in a variety of fields. It is a suite of related protocols that has changed the finance and technology operations through its groundbreaking application. Some of the applications of blockchain can be defined as follows. They are the Bitcoin, blockchain as a public record, double spending, proof of work and mining, cryptocurrency, Ripple Labs, voting, smart property, finance, and finally shipping management. Blockchains are generally of three types, namely public blockchain, private blockchain, third one consortium or federated blockchain. We'll see a comparison between the three types of blockchains, namely the public, private, and consortium or federated blockchain. We are going to differentiate them, rather compare them in terms of certain properties. The first property is read permission. For public blockchain, the public users. For private blockchain, it is public or restricted users. For the third category, again, it may be public or restricted users. The next one is the run access. Under public category, anyone can run full node, whereas under private, only restricted users can run a full node. For the third one, selected members of the consortium can alone run a full node. Third one, in terms of transactions. For public, anyone can make the transactions. For the private type, anyone cannot make the transactions. For the third category, that is the consortium, selected members of the consortium can alone make the transactions. The fourth property with which we want to compare is review or audit. Under the first category, anyone can review or audit the blockchain. Under the private category, only private users can review or audit the blockchain. Under the third category, which is the consortium, selected members of the consortium can only review or audit the blockchain. The fifth property is immutability level. Under the first category, which is public, it is almost impossible to tamper. Under the private, it could be tampered. The third one also, that is under the consortium, it could be tampered. If you look at the efficient use of the resources, under the first category it is low efficient, second it is high efficient, the third one also it is high efficient category. If you look at the centralization, the first one is decentralized, that is public is decentralized. For private it is centralized, and for the third category, which is consortium, it is partially centralized. The last parameter with which we are going to make this comparison is consensus permission. It does not require any permission for the first category, whereas it requires permission for the second as well as the third category. Blockchain model is also subject to certain threats. Some of the significant security threats are listed here. They are double spending security threats, mining pools security threats, wallet security threats, and blockchain technology network threats. We'll see one after the other. A double spending attack is an attack where a consumer uses the same cryptocurrency multiple times for transactions. The various double spending attacks are race attack, Finney attack, Vector 76 attack, alternative history attack, and finally 51% attack. Race attack. A race attack happens when an attacker sends two conflicting transactions in rapid succession into the Bitcoin network. Finney attack happens when an attacker pre-mined one transaction into a block and spends the same coins before releasing the block to public network to invalidate the transaction. This is also called as 58 Finney attack. The Finney attack is a fraudulent double spend that requires the participation of a miner once a block has been mined. An adversary can only perform a double spending in the presence of one confirmation vendors. Next is Vector 76 attack. Vector 76 is also called as one confirmation attack. Here the attacker uses privately mined block to perform a double spending attack on the exchanges. A Vector 76 attack is possible when a wallet service such as a cryptocurrency exchange runs a node that accepts direct incoming connections. Assuming that this node is using a static IP address, it will not be difficult for the attacker to find the IP address. The next one is alternative history attack. The alternative history attack is still possible in case of multiple confirmations. It requires a high hash rate and risk of significant expenses in wasted electricity to the attacking miner. Next is 51% attack. Blockchain relies on the distributed consensus mechanism to maintain the mutual trust in the network. However, the consensus mechanisms themselves have 51% vulnerability which can be exploited by the attackers to control the entire blockchain network. The 51% attack is considered the most threatening attack on the blockchain network because it gives powers to the attacker to destroy the stability of the entire network, including actions such as double spending attack. This attack is also known as more than 50% attack or majority hash rate attack. Mining pools are basically created by a group of miners to work together, pool their resources and contribute to the generation of a block and then share the block reward according to the added processing power. The mining pool security threats are again of three types, namely selfish mining attack, block withholding attack, fork after withholding attack. Blockchain-based currencies use private key-based authentication mechanism through passwords, and they still remain the most common form of user authentication, of course, because all of us are comfortable. Users need their public-private keys to access the coins or make transactions in the blockchain. A Bitcoin wallet is a collection of private keys that are used to manage those keys to make the transactions on the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin, of course, uses elliptic curve digital signature algorithm, which is a variant of digital signature algorithm to sign and validate the transactions. A digital signature of a transaction is basically an encryption of the transaction hash calculated with a private key. the signature of the transaction can be verified with the associated public key. We saw previously, which is nothing but the asymmetric crypto system, which is a combination of public-private key pair. The digital signature proves that the transaction has not been altered and the owner of the private key has issued that transaction. In the process of creating signature, a pre-selected random value is used along with the private key, and the random value should be different for each and every transaction. Next is a vulnerable signature. In Bitcoin, the private key is a major authentication component, and of course, as we saw earlier, it uses the elliptic curve crypto systems and it validates the transactions. And this is insufficient as far as the randomness in signature generation is considered, because this may also lead to private key compromise. Basically, everything is based on network communication only. So, no doubt blockchain technology is also based on peer-to-peer network concept, which is one of the major types of networks. It includes all the nodes that maintain and run the blockchain protocols and provide services under the blockchain network. In case of the Bitcoin, there are two types of nodes. Those that accept the incoming TCP connection and generate the blocks in the blockchain, and the other nodes are the one who only create the transaction and submit into the Bitcoin network. Therefore, the blockchain network security threats come from various types of attacks, namely transaction malleability attack, time jacking attack, and of course Sybil attack. We have seen this previously. These are some of the common network threats in the blockchain networks. In this module, we have explored the important technology that is blockchain, its origin, architecture, components, and the various security challenges faced by the blockchain architecture as well as the network. Thank you, learners.